Hello, my name is Rick Hill. Thank you for joining me for Godly Play. Today I'm going to share with you the story of Samuel. Now, Samuel was a very important leader that God chose to lead his people. As the people of God settled into the promised land, they brought with them the ark. They took the ark into the mountains of Shiloh, and there they set up the ark and they set up the tent of God. The people settled and lived among the hills around Shiloh so that they were close to the ark of God. Two of those people were Hannah and Elkanah. They lived in Ramah, which was near the ark. Every year they would travel to Shiloh to pray to God. One year, Hannah prayed very hard to be a mother. She wanted to be a mother because she had no children. And so she prayed very hard. A priest named Eli saw Hannah, and he worried about Hannah. So he went to Hannah and asked if he could help. Hannah told him that she was praying to God that she would have a child. So Eli helped her to pray. With time, Hannah and Elkanah had a baby boy. They named him Samuel, which means someone given by God. As Samuel grew up, they took Samuel to Eli. They wanted Eli to teach Samuel and to show him how to take care of the ark. So they left Samuel with Eli. But every year they would go back to visit, and they would take a coat, a new coat for Samuel. And Samuel grew and he grew to be a young man. One night, Samuel was lying on his mat, and he heard a voice saying, "Samuel, Samuel." Samuel woke up, and he thought it was Eli calling him. So he went to Eli. He said, "Sir, you've called me." Eli said, "No, I have not called you. Go and lie down again." Again, Samuel heard the voice call, "Samuel, Samuel." And he heard it 3 times. And 3 times he went to Eli. But Eli said, "No, it was not I who called you." But finally Eli realized it must be God that is calling Samuel. So he told Samuel, "Go back and lie down. And when you hear the voice, say to the voice, 'Speak, God, for your servant hears.'" Samuel heard the voice again, "Samuel, Samuel." And Samuel did as Eli had told him. He awoke and he said, "Speak, God, for your servant hears." And God told Samuel that the ark would be taken from the people of God, that they would lose the ark. He also said that Eli would die once he heard the news that the ark had been taken. The next morning, Samuel woke and he went to Eli, and he told Eli about the dream of what God had told him. With time, the people did lose the ark in battle, and Eli did die. Since there was no ark and there was no longer a priest, Samuel went back to his land of Ramah to be with his parents. There he grew, and all the time God was still with him, and God showed him favor. And eventually Samuel became the leader of all the people. They called him a judge. Samuel was a true prophet. As time went on, Samuel grew older, and the people came to him and said, "Samuel, we need a king like the rest of the countries around us that have kings." Samuel didn't know what to do about that. So he prayed to God and he asked God, "What should I do?" And God directed him and told him to find a king. So Samuel went out among the people and he searched for the right person to become a king. There he found Saul, and he knew that Saul was the right person to be king. He anointed Saul with oil by pouring oil over his head, and he became king. With time, Samuel led the Israelites, and he was their king. But eventually, he lost favor with God. God came to Samuel one night and said, "Samuel, I need you to find a new king." Samuel went to the house of Jesse in Bethlehem. And there he found Jesse's youngest son, David. And he anointed David to become the new king when Saul died. Samuel grew older, and when he died, all the people wept and they were sad, yet they gave thanks for the life of Samuel, for the leadership of Samuel. I wonder what part of this story you like the best. I wonder, have you ever had something important taken away from you? I wonder how God speaks to us now. I wonder what part of this story is the most important. Thank you for joining me for Godly Play. I hope you have a wonderful week. I look forward to being with you again next week.